Hello all, welcome to the March 10th Kubernetes Contributor Comms meeting. I am Chris Short, the sub-project co-lead of Contributor Comms. Kaslin's out today, so I'll be running the meeting. Friendly reminder, this meeting is a official Kubernetes community meeting. As such, it follows the CNCF Code of Conduct. Please don't do anything rash or jerk-like in its impact. I will find your mother and tell her. I promise. I've done it. Anyways, let's get started. I just want to say, like, Federico's not here because he is actively working on the Kubernetes registry redirect that is happening now. If you're not up to speed, let me get you up to speed real quick. Last month, we put out a notice that the kates.gcr.io image registry, image repository was going to be frozen on April 3rd. That is no longer the case. On March 20th, we're going to put in an HTTP redirect to send those clients straight over to registry.case.io. Getting all that information together and the how and the why required meetings within AWS, meetings within GCP, meetings within the SIG infra and SIG ContribEx. It has taken an enormous amount of effort, and Federico is doing the due diligence right now of getting that blog post out the door, right? Like, basically, when I got up this morning, that was the first thing I did, and I've been doing that all morning. So to give you some context, it was just me running this Monday, Tuesday. I asked for the team's help. The team did jump in, pulled in some other friends and so forth. This blog post is going to have a lot of people's names on it, which I feel like is a testament to how big and how diverse this community is and what it takes to get a lot of questions answered out of the gate with a piece of communication, right? Like, so this, this normally isn't a fire drill like this. Docker shim is the perfect example when we pulled out the ability to do Dockerd connecting to the Docker socket inside Kubernetes. We, there was deprecation notice, there was, removal notices. We created an FAQ when we realized people weren't picking up on the notices. So that was immediately our response here. When folks in SIG Kate's Infra were like, we have to do something now because of money, or credits, I should say. We're going to run out of credits if we don't do something. Like, and every day we kick the can down the road, the budget shortfall gets bigger. So this was a real fire drill in the sense of the project would have had to go beg for more credits after just getting $6 million in combined credits from AWS and GCP in November. So that's not something anybody really wants to do in that SIG, or any SIG for that matter. So yeah, the redirect was decided upon after a meeting with GCP on Tuesday or Wednesday. So GCP is able to do it. What happened last time when we tried to do this? Because we did try to do this in October. A lot of the GCP customers had issues. So the GCR team took the redirect out. Basically, they were forced to. Well, not the GCR team did it, but like pulled the Kubernetes Google people and said, hey, this isn't working for us. Flip it back. And now we've worked with them to be like, okay, just send problem children to us, and that's all ironed out. So I don't, like, we're going to get this out the door, but then we need to socialize the crap out of it, right? So if anybody wants to help, like, look at the PR, look like the doc that's in progress is in HackMD, please don't make changes. But that's the in progress. If you want to start drafting tweets like every other day, I feel like we should put something out until March 20th. And literally what I'd like to do is quotes from the blog post itself. like grab a sentence or two, link to blog post, must read kind of thing, like a sense of urgency in these social media posts. And I'll start slapping some together at some point. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to get through today. Anyways, that's my update. Anyone? Oh, sorry, I forgot to ask. If anybody's new on the call, feel free to introduce yourself, say hi, whatever you feel comfortable doing. And thank you for fixing my link. All right, now that we've had that weird juxtaposition. Hey, go ahead.
Hi. Yes, it's not my first time joining this call, but yeah, I can give a hi, and I'm Faika. I guess I've attended the previous ContribEx meet too. Yeah.
Awesome. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining us. All right, let us move on down the agenda. So any other updates, big wins that we want to talk about? Any new items? Obviously,
regarding the same, I think Atharva was working on some tweets. He was trying to figure out what are tweets we should do. Maybe we can have a doc where we create a series of tweets, draft tweets, and then schedule it on our buffer account.
Yeah, I've got I've got the KubeCon tweet spreadsheet. Like that could be a good basis, maybe. I mean, let's just start a spreadsheet somewhere and have at it, basically. Let me put it in the right place though.
Do we have any plans on when we should start working on this one?
Start socializing it like today.
No, I mean, start drafting the tweets. That's what I mean.
Yeah, we can go ahead and get started, right? Like, you feel free to use the HackMD link and the spreadsheet and just be like, message, date, time, whatever, and I'll schedule it accordingly. Think globally, right? Like, we need to get the message out to folks in India. We need to get the message out to folks in China. We need to get the message out to folks in Africa, right? Like, so be global with your time zone selections, right? Like, and if you want to localize something, feel free as well. I don't think anybody would object to that. But yeah, any help anybody can give me at this point, I'm taking it. Notice how I'm not like jumping and being like, yeah, I'll create that. Hang on a second, because I'm just overwhelmed right now. Let's see. We have a Kubernetes contributor comms drive folder. Where did it go? There it is. All right. I will create a spreadsheet in here real quick and just call it Great Share. We'll call it tweet.
While you do this, just to notify
go ahead.
in the call, contributor comms team was tagged in a threads, multiple threads in Slack, so you can just go and refer those threads in order to have draft some tweets, because most of our conversation has been going there, and those are multiple threads. So just have a look into it.
Be careful. Try to stick to the blog post wording, because we have gone through many iterations of many words. So yeah, if you really want to go back through the context, feel free. It's quite eye-opening, and an interesting learning experience. But this is how comms is going to work, right? Like, it's a perfect example. Hey, holy crap, something's wrong. We need to get the message out. People start tagging us in, and I feel like we did a great job given the incredibly unknown nature of everything and the sudden change in direction. And so if we get something out the door today, I will be happy. I know my job's not done. Our job's not done, but I'll be very happy to have something official that I can go tell other people about, as opposed to it being myself saying, hey, we're working on it. So let me share that spreadsheet real quick. And I'll start. Actually, am I sharing it correctly? Yes, I think. All right. Let me know if you can't get into that. I feel like you should be able to. Add. Crap, what's the group? Dev. At. There we go. Not notify people. All right. If you're a member of Kate's dev emailing list, you should have access. Let me get a format, some headings real quick, unless someone else wants to do that.
I can do that if you can
Cool.
just.
All right. Let's keep the meeting moving. I haven't done anything with my like board items this week because I've been too busy doing that, the crisis comm stuff. So that'll be in my agenda for next Friday, basically, at this point. Yeah, any other new items, or should we just walk the board now? I can always share my screen too. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? And sorry for the vacuum noise. All right. Do we want to look at the board or go through the notes? I forget which step in the chain we go through first.
We
Contributor
should
comm
go
status.
to board. Yeah,
Got
this one.
All right. Federico's not here, so I'm not going to ask about this one because I kind of know what he's doing. How's the SIG architecture blog spotlight going? Federico's working on it. Got it. Okay, so he's working with Dems and Derek and John on that. Okay, cool. Add all use cases for Zapier automation. Okay. So we have a Zapier account. I just haven't gotten everything from Bob yet. Bob is out of town. We've both been working on this, so it's kind of hectic. Spotlight said networking. No one's gotten to that yet. From 0 to sub project lead. That's cool. In progress. Is anyone working on that this year?
I couldn't get time, so I'll look into it right now.
Okay, no worries. And then yeah, the Kate's this thing. I'm just gonna say actually update it. Or actually, can you? Let's see. Share. Copy link. Just gonna edit this a little bit. Find the board again. There we go. Google Doc. Anything else? Anything in the to-dos that anybody started on? No. Okay, cool. Where's the right? Take me to conversation. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of us that worked on this. I'm just gonna try and get big ones. If I missed anyone else, feel free to update it. All right, so that's the board, I feel like. And this is kind of, this last one here is kind of almost in that ready for review stage. It's been reviewed before it went to PR. So that'll move today, hopefully. Board or table now. Has all, like, I need to make sure all this stuff is in the board still. Is there anything that anybody needs to talk about in here? Like, let's not walk through every single issue. If you're here and you want to talk about something, say something. How about that? All right.
Hey, I have an update on the Sage Network Spotlight blog.
Oh yeah, what's up?
So it's almost finalized. Just last few passes needed. After that, we can open a PR for that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you want me to? I'll assign this to you then.
Last week we tried, but
Oh, yeah, you're not.
just because I'm not an org member, we can't do this.
Oh, we should work on that. AKA you are by doing the blog post. Yeah, that's a good point. Kind of a fallacy in the board. We can't just add any GitHub user.
One more thing, I'm also working on the the KubeCon tweet sheet with Caslin. It's under progress.
Awesome. Thank you. Cool. Anybody else?
Yeah, that's it from my side.
Thank you, Jay. Anyone else? Trying to wrap this meeting as fast as possible, so Federico doesn't have to feel like he has to join. All right, he just pushed updated markdown. So if y'all want to go look at the issue, say anything, feel free. Stop screen sharing. Again, the issue's here. So yeah, I'm gonna review this, and it's probably gonna go out the door here shortly.
We need to tweet about it, right? When the blogs goes out.
Yeah, it'll automatically put something in buffer for us, but yeah, we need to like hammer some tweets. So feel free to ping me in contributor comms channel with tweets, and once you have them in the doc kind of thing, if that's cool, and then I can buffer them up.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, if anybody needs anything, feel free to ping me in comms, and I will move whatever blocker I can. Federico, I literally just opened your PR and I'm about to review it. We're like at the tail end. Is there anything you want to add to the conversation? I've kind of given everybody like the top level view.
No, not really. No, thank you for that.
Okay. So yeah, thank you so much, Federico. I want to make sure I thank you publicly on recording.
I will.
So
Right.
you are doing yeoman's work. I know what time it is over there too. So yeah, thank
No
you.
worries there.
It is Friday, so everyone have a good weekend, and Federico, I'll be talking to you here in a few minutes, I bet. All right,
That's the
see
deal.
everyone on Slack.
Cheers. Bye.